Recruiting on social media is like feeding the ducks. Have you ever gone to the duck pond and tried to have the ducks eat out of your hand? If you just put the bread on your hand and wait for the ducks to show up, what happens? Absolutely nothing, right? The ducks are worried that it's a trap or that you want something, and they won't come up to you and eat out of your hand. However, if you lay a trail of breadcrumbs leading up to the bread in your hand, the duck will take one step at a time, eat the bread, and get closer and closer to you until at last they're eating out of your hand. In today's episode, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about recruiting on social media. First, I'm going to let you know how to handle objections before they ever even happen. Secondly, I'm going to tell you what to post on social media to get more leads and to follow up and close your prospects. Lastly, make sure that you stay all the way to the end because I'm going to give you a post to put on your social media today that is going to give you new leads and customers for your business. When you joined network marketing, you became a problem solver. The more problems you solve, the more success that you're going to have. There are only two questions that people ask themselves before they join MLM, and they are, what's in it for me, and can I do it too? As soon as you answer both of those questions for your prospect, they'll join your team. The best way to handle objections is before you even get them. The way that you do that on social media is by sharing your story and your journey. If you don't have a story that deals with that objection, that's okay. You can use somebody else's story. So for example, if one of the objections that you get is that they don't have time to start a business, as you post on social media, share stories from your own experience and other people on your team who were really busy. Maybe they were busy stay-at-home moms who with little kids who didn't think that they had time to start a business and be successful. Share stories of people that work a traditional 9-to-5 job, but how they've found time to build a network marketing business and how they're finding time to be successful. As you share these stories on your social media, people are going to identify with them. They're going to recognize themselves in their story. And as they see themselves in the story and they see these other people having success, they will look at it and recognize that if somebody else can do it that's just like them, then they can do it too. Let me know in the comments, what are some of the objections that you get to joining your network marketing team? Have you ever been on a blind date? When you go on a blind date, you don't know the person beforehand. You may have never met them. You are maybe set up by a friend or a family member or a dating app. And as you go out on this first date, on this blind date, you're trying to see if you have anything in common with that person. So you ask questions, you get to know them. You find out what their hobbies are, what their interests are. You find out if you have things to talk about. You find out if you're attracted to that person. You find out if you like them or if you don't. And if you don't like them, no big deal, you move on, right? You go find somebody else. But if you find out in the course of that first date that you do in fact like the other person, that you have things to talk about, that you have common goals, what do you do next? You ask them out for a second date. If things go that way and you're still creating that relationship and you're finding commonalities and you want to be with that person, what do? You ask them out on a third date, and so on and so forth, until eventually it maybe leads to marriage. On your very first date, you wouldn't, right? That'd be weird. It's just, you chase off that person. Even if that person was the perfect person for you, if you ask them to marry you on that very first date, chances are really high that that person would run and you would never see them again and you would not be able to take your relationship to the next step. The same holds true with your prospects. When you are on social media, you are dating your prospects and your leads. You are finding things that you have in common, finding out if you like each other, they're getting to know, like, and trust you. And if they do, then they will take the next step. Through your posts, you are going to attract the right people and repel the wrong people. Your company and your products are not for everybody. As you post around the things that you like to do. What are your hobbies? What are your interests? Do you have kids? Are you married? Are you single? What kind of things do you like to do? Post around your niche. What kind of things would be interesting to your niche? The easiest and fastest way to get more customers and leads for your business is to position your product in front of those people that are already using a similar product. When you do that, you don't have to beg them or convince them on why they need your product. Instead, in your post, you're going to talk about what your product does, not what it is. Now, word of caution with this, do not post pictures of what your company or your product is. That's like proposing on your first date. Instead, talk about what your product does. Don't talk about what it is, but share stories of people that are using your product and of the results and the lifestyle changes that they're seeing. This way, they're going to take that journey with you. Have you ever wished that you had somebody to hold your hand that could tell you exactly what to post on social media every single day? Click on the link and join the next round of the social media blitz. I'm going to show you what to do every single day during the 20-day blitz. And at the end of that, you're going to have 30 customized posts to use on your social media account. So the only thing that you're going to have to do is copy and paste those onto your profile. The only way to get recruits for your social media is to identify exactly who's going to be interested in your products and services. And there is a specific post that you can do to identify who that person is. And that is by using a specific engagement question. Think about your niche, and you're going to do a this or that question. Think about what people in your niche are interested in. So for example, are you in the beauty and makeup industry? If so, go onto your social media and ask a this or that question involving beauty and makeup. So for example, you could ask, what do you like more, lip gloss or lipstick? The people that comment and engage with that post are raising their hands and identifying themselves as the perfect fit for your products and for your opportunity. Are you into health and wellness? You could go ask a this or that question that says, which do you prefer, working out at the gym or working out at home? As you ask questions and engage with people, and they are commenting on these niche-specific questions, they are raising their hand and identifying themselves as being the perfect prospect and the perfect fit for your company. Like this video and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the tips or tricks about building your network marketing business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.